Hey everybody, this your girl Tiana and I am back with another video. If you have read the caption down below, you already know what I'm going to talk about, so stay tuned. If you watched my first video, as you all know, I found out at 9 weeks that I was pregnant. And catch you up, go watch the gender reveal video if you don't know what I'm having yet. I will put the link down below. Okay, so recently, during my pregnancy, I have ran into a few complications. First things first, I was diagnosed with COVID. My test came back positive. It said detected. So when I first got my test done, though, I was not having any symptoms. Well, I don't want to say I wasn't having any symptoms. If you watched my very first video before I found out that I was pregnant, I mentioned that I went to the hospital twice. And those were the same exact symptoms that I was having at the time. And they told me that it was just strep throat and upper chest congestion. Plus my pregnancy symptoms. I was like, oh, I'm just going through. I never in a million years thought that's what it was. But I had got some news about the COVID that I'm not going to share in this video because it's not my business to share. But it did make me want to go and get tested just in case. So that's how I ended up going to get tested. And while I was waiting on my test, I started losing my taste, getting a really bad cough. I couldn't smell anything. I was just really under the weather, tired. I was also having really bad headaches, and I would lose my breath. I don't know if it's like necessarily shortness of breath, but if I got up and walked or did anything, I would definitely need to sit down and get lightheaded, stuff like that. And I had got to the point to where all I wanted to do was sit inside the bathtub. Cause for me, on top of my pregnancy and stuff like that, it was just terrible for me. But I won't complain because I've heard far worse stories. So it's unfortunate that I caught COVID, but thank God that it wasn't to that point. Also, my cough has caused me to have a really sore throat. So although I can't taste a whole lot, I can feel a burning sensation when I do taste. Well, when I go to eat stuff. Also, I have had heartburn really bad. Some people say it's probably GERD. So I reached out on Facebook and asked stuff that I should do. And one of the things that I was told to do was eat a tablespoon of mustard or a teaspoon. So I did that, and it burned my throat so bad that it made me sicker than what I was already. I also tried the apple cider vinegar. It also burned and made me sick. I seen where I was told to do the baking soda in water, but my doctor told me I shouldn't try that while I'm pregnant. So I have not tried that one yet. It's just because I was just told that it's one of the ingredients in the baking soda that's not really healthy to take or try while you're pregnant. So my heartburn is so bad that I cannot hardly sleep at night. So on top of what I'm going to tell you later on that I go through at night, I have had little to no sleep, insomnia. I am already emotional from my pregnancy. Outside of my pregnancy, I'm a crybaby anyways, and not getting sleep and going through what I've been going through. I've been crying and just going through. I just needed my space. I don't want to talk to anybody. So yeah, I need to talk about one more thing. So as far as COVID, yes, as far as COVID, also let me just mind you, I have 4 kids, and they're small children. You have to quarantine. It's so hard. I think this is the hardest part of my parenthood so far that I have went through, because I still have a child whose diaper needs to be changed. I still have to cook for all of my children. I have to give them baths, run their bath water at least. One of them I still definitely have to like bathe the full throttle. My older ones, they are like learning and know how to bathe themselves. I just go behind them, of course. So it has been super hard trying to quarantine away from them. And then on top of that, I'm like 6 feet, 10 feet, letting them watch videos, teaching them about the virus and stuff. And they just didn't understand. Yeah, so it definitely hurt their feelings, and seeing them not understanding it hurting their feelings as to why they can't lay with me, why we can't cuddle and watch a movie together, and they lay on me and play with me and their dad. They really just didn't understand it. Of course, we still interacted with them, and they would come around, because it's just almost impossible to live in a house with 4 kids who still need you in every aspect of life. So it's really hard to quarantine from them, but we did make sure that we sprayed Lysol, that we wear masks. There was times where we couldn't wear a mask because of our breathing, so we would like have to take it off, but we would wipe everything down with Clorox and the door handles and stuff like that. So we definitely took those precautions, but it's definitely a challenge on just the quarantine part. You still have to. My opinion though, I think it is very important to wear a mask. I know they say it doesn't work, but I think it'll help. Of course, as long as everything is opened up and we're all, still going out, still doing stuff, it's definitely a possibility of spreading it. No matter what precautions that you take. I wasn't wearing a mask going out 24/7. I was using hand sanitizer and stuff like that. I was still going around family, and I just wasn't quarantining 100% once they were like, okay, you can go, everything's opening back up and stuff like that. I was still, trying to little by little go back to normal life. But if I can think of anything. Alright, so back to like the GERD situation. Yes, it's terrible. Can't hardly sleep at night. I can't hardly taste any. Well, now I can't hardly taste anything, but before I couldn't taste nothing, so I would just eat, because the COVID was making me not have an appetite. But the pregnancy, of course, I have to eat, so I would like force myself to eat, and I would just get sick and sick and sick. And so I had to go to the hospital now 3 times to get fluids, because I just can't hardly keep anything down at all. Not no food, not no liquids, nothing. But I also was diagnosed with cholestasis. Might be saying it wrong. I think I'm 100% saying it wrong. But it has had me itching so bad. And when I say itching, I mean it is an intense itch. Where I have like intense itching, it has turned into bruising. But when I say itching, like this itches, like the top of your ears right here itch, like under your fingernails, like at the fingertips, the palms of your hands and your arms, like right here, my legs, my inner thighs, my feet, the tip of my toes, like the heels. It's terrible. I cried with it. And getting in water, like how the water was allowing me to have some sort of comfort during COVID, because of my body aches, it had a total opposite effect. So me getting in the water to help with my body during the COVID situation. Now I have started this intense and severe itching, and the water made it absolutely worse. My mom had to actually come in there and bathe me in oatmeal, little bath stuff, to try to stop the itching, scratch my back. I was just stuck crying. It is terrible, terrible. And I had to go back to the emergency room for that, get a lot of blood work and stuff done. And I was told that my levels, whatever those levels are called, they have actually tripled since last week. That's what was causing the intense itching. They gave me medicine. Yes, they gave me medicine for it, and it has helped a whole lot. I want to tell you my story about going to the hospital yesterday. So, I'm not a big fan of medication whatsoever. I'm sorry, I had to cough and I was trying to just hold that in. So that's what that pause was about. Awkward. So yeah, yesterday I went to the hospital and they gave me, it's a series of stuff that happened, but I'm just going to shoot to this. So they literally, I had to have an IV to get my fluids, and my itching was just causing like bruising, it was causing rashes, and it was awful. So they gave me a shot of liquid Benadryl. They're like, it's gonna make you a little woozy, a little dry. They're like, it's gonna make you feel a little crazy. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, Tiana, get your stuff together. So they shoot this liquid Benadryl in me, and it burned my entire body. And my throat, it burned so bad that it made me so sick. I coughed and did that, threw up, started vomiting, however you want me to say it. And I started getting paranoid. My head was spinning, I was hot, my body started shaking. I don't like nothing like that. I don't nothing to make me feel like that, okay? Let me tell you. Yeah, I don't need nothing that's gonna make me feel weird. Period. At all. Nothing. Nope. So on top of like me going through that, I think I sent myself into a panic attack. I have anxiety attacks and panic attacks so bad. That's why I have to like stay away from crowds and stuff like that. But yes, I've always had them ever since I was like 13 years old. But I started panicking. I told the nurse, I was like, you cannot leave me in here by myself. You can't do that. I was like, hook me up to these machines, because at the time they didn't have my vitals or anything like hooked up for them to be able to see my vital signs or nothing. I was like, hook me up, something is wrong. But I wasn't talking like this. I was like, whew, I felt like I was gonna fall over. I think that it made me so sleepy, or I can't find the word for drowsy. So yeah, I started feeling really drowsy, and I think I was so paranoid that I didn't want to like lay my head down and relax. I just didn't understand what was going on. So I started making phone calls like, y'all need to get up here with me, because I don't know what they trying to do to me, which they was not trying to do anything to me. They was actually trying to help me before anybody try to say this hospital's crazy or whatever. But I was like, somebody gotta come up here with me. They're not gonna let you back here, but I need y'all to be on site in case something. Like, check on me, make sure I'm okay, call me. It was insane. But after about 30 minutes, I calmed down. I drank me some water. I was getting the rest of my fluids, and I fell asleep. I woke up and it was time for me to go. So yes, that's what I've been going through lately. 15 weeks pregnant, COVID, and cholestasis. I have been going through all of that on top of my emotional roller coasters, my personal life, just being a mother, not being able to go nowhere, being stuck in the house. It's been definitely a lot for me. But as always, I'm gonna make it through with God, much prayer, and my family. Those of you who have checked on me more than one time a day, shot a text, a phone call, wrote me on social media. Those of you who knew, thank you so much for just reaching out and taking the time out of your day, your busy schedule, to even check on me and make sure I was okay. Okay, so I think on my last video I was saying thank you so much for watching, like, comment, subscribe. I didn't even tell you about my 15-week pregnancy update. So I have not felt any kicks or anything like that yet. Every time that I have went to an ultrasound, because I actually have to have extra ultrasounds during this pregnancy, they said he's like laying on my back. I have had sciatic nerve pain that runs like down my legs. I keep saying because like I told you, I cannot get my mind right. I'm everywhere. My stomach, I don't know if it's looking too cute or whatever right now, but this is my stomach. So let's see. So this is my stomach from the front. This is my stomach from the side. This shirt is not long enough for you to be able to see everything, but yes, I think I'm starting to, as far as the pregnancy goes, get my energy and stuff back. And now that this COVID is going away, I'm definitely starting to feel better, starting to have a whole lot more energy. The medicine, my itching and stuff has went down. So yes, all around today has been a great day, and I feel so much better. I've been able to interact with my children a lot more. So yes, thank y'all so much for watching my video. I hope you were able to stay tuned in to watch everything and hear my story. I probably left out so much, so if you have any questions that I didn't cover, feel free to comment on this video, or yes, feel free to inbox me on any of my social media accounts and ask any questions or concerns that you do have. I'm pretty sure I didn't share all of my experiences and stuff that I deal with, because I just can't remember that great. But thank y'all again for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, comment down below, like, dislike, whatever you decide to do. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I just keep on keeping up with me. Thank you. Turn that bell on.